Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Tell or ask me anything. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. It's Frankie says, yo, my favorite streamer. Hello, Frankie. There's better streamers out there. What's going on, Frankie? Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. It's Frankie says, do you remember me? Um, yeah, I remember your name, your profile picture, but I can't really remember your personality. That's that's not coming to me. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Chick Dog says, "Are you going to get a raccoon for a pet?" No, I'm not. I don't think they can be domesticated. Ricky Cornflake says, "Whoa, love the upgrade Augie. I I dislike how things look right now. I prefer the way they looked back then." Thank you though. Frankie says, "Stream looks different. It's good though." Yeah, it does look different. Um, I I there were some problems with my streaming setup, so I had to change some things. Now it looks like this. I prefer the old way though. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Just Shi says HY. Hi, Just Shi. Ricky Cornflake says new camera angle, new hair, but the same soul. Yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of this. This is a very similar camera angle to what was before. I don't think it's much different. The thing that's different is this chat box. It looks different compared to the other streams. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Tell or ask me anything at all in the chat. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. It's Frankie says, did you get a haircut? I didn't notice, Don. I the opposite. I've been letting my hair grow out, which I shouldn't do. I should get a haircut. I want to look professional. I don't like the way it looks now. I want to look, as I said, professional. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Ricky Cornflakes says, "Oh no, the chat box looks bad." Anyways, he says, "Where have you been? Hitting the ye old books?" No, I don't read books anymore. Um, I was trying to drastically change the way I did streams, but in my tests things weren't working out, and now all that work of not streaming and trying to change the stream is is gone to waste, and now I'm just back to where I started. I was trying to change the way I do things like by a huge degree, but none of that worked, so all of that all of those days off were in futility. It's Frankie says, when are you going to say what state you gonna live in? Uh, Not yet, but I'll be open about that pretty soon. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Sharon says HY dot dot dot. Hello, Sharon. It's Frankie says, I mean live in. I knew what you said. Sharon says, can you see my comments? Yes, I can. It's working. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Sharon says, I wasn't able to comment using my just shit. I don't know why. So you had to switch accounts? I see. Turth says, Yo Don, stop abducting people please. I don't abduct people. Not at all. That would be horrifying of me. I don't do that. It's Frankie says, Jeffrey Epstein or Hitler. Kinda controversial. I really don't want to choose either of those guys. Those are both horrible people. Sheeran says, yes. Said. By the way, live after a long time, why? Why did I take such a long break? Um, uh, it's not worth explaining, but I don't plan on taking a break like that again. I want to just stream daily forever, indefinitely. Tell or ask me anything at all in the chat. Tell or ask me anything in the chat. Huh. I think my stream is messed up. I think I have to restart my stream. I'll do that in like a few minutes. It's Frankie says, Charlie Kirky, I just popped a perky. Okay. Ricky Cornflake says Mario or Sonic, kinda controversial. Uh, uh, Mario. Turth says, do you remember me? I used to spam the same thing in your streams last month. Turth, I don't remember you. Sheeran says, thank God, Twitch too. I don't plan on streaming on Twitch. Adrian says, hey. Yikes. What? Sheeran says, by the way, in horizontal live, you only get less or few viewers. Yeah, I did notice that. I did not mean to stream in horizontal. That was a mistake. I don't know why it's like that way. It's Frankie says, we are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We fight for the gospel and honor his name. Okay. Ogre says, what do you do to save your life? I'll cross that bridge if and when I get there. Frankie says fire emoji. Okay, cool. Turth says dang. Anyways, I hope you will finally learn your lesson and stop abducting people. Again, I don't abduct people. I don't know where you get that idea from. Arctic Badger says, Yo, Don. Hello, Arctic. Sheeran says, then, are you gonna end and start Vertical Live? Yeah, I'll probably do that in a few minutes. Yeah. Frankie says, low key fucking hate Charlie Kirk gang. You hate him? Okay. Turth says, laughing out loud. I don't abduct people. Sheeran says, abduct people? What does it mean? You're not familiar with English? It means to kidnap people. Kidnap. Sheeran says, by the way, do you watch anime? No, I don't watch anime. It doesn't interest me. One Piece, Demon Slayer, all of that stuff doesn't interest me. Adrian says, everyone should drink some tea. Uh, I don't drink tea. I wanna try teas though. I heard they were good. Sheeran says dramas. I don't think I watch dramas either. Is there a drama you would recommend? Adrian says, I knew you were a vampire. Because I don't drink tea, I'm a vampire. I don't see the correlation there. Sheeran says coffee. No, I don't drink coffee either. I drink soda though. Coca-Cola. It's Frankie says, okay, just skip my comment, gang. On my screen, I did not skip any of your comments. Your last comment was the low-key fucking hate Charlie Kirk thing. That's your last comment on my screen. Adrian says, laughing out loud. Okay. Sheeran says, tea? Yes, they're good, but depends on perspective. Well, from my perspective, when I've drank tea, I didn't like it, but I want to give it another try. Skullsy says hello. Hello, Skullsy. Albert says, do you like tacos? Do you like tacos? Do you like tacos? Yeah, I like tacos. I don't eat them often, though. I prefer burgers and other things. Sheeran says, yes, cola is perfect. Any other soda? Dr. Pepper. But 90% of soda that I drink is Coca-Cola. Albert, why are you saying, do you like tacos after I've answered your question? There's no point. There's no point. Adrian says Popeyes, the restaurant. I I can't remember ever going there. Chelsea says it's my birthday. I'm 22. Happy birthday, Chelsea. Albert, I like tacos as I said. Sheeran says, by the way, are you Gen Z? I am Gen Z, yeah. Turth says, Dawn, set a timer for chat. Maybe I should do that. 1 second. Excuse me right there. Sorry for being absent. Uh, Porma2 says, long time no see. Do you enjoy tacos? Yeah, I do. Ogre says, why are you ignoring me? I am not ignoring you. On my screen, that is your first comment. I don't know why you say that. Maybe it's some kind of bug. Adrian says, if you have T-Mobile, you get deals. don't you get deals with every every provider? Every provider has some kind of deals. That doesn't make any sense what you're saying. Sheeran says, good. You're different than most of the Gen Z, but it's in a good way. I think, in my opinion, I think I'm uh, a regular Gen Z guy. Albert says, do you like tacos? Do you like tacos? Do you like tacos? Yes, 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 yes. I'm I'm gonna end the stream now.